morning, everybody, and it is currently middle of January, coming up on a hopefully good 3-day weekend. It's looking a little cloudy. I wouldn't say it doesn't look like it's going to rain too hard, but in case it does, I got to make sure everything at the facility's okay and stuff. One of these days, I'm going to show you guys exactly what I do and how I do it and stuff. Just one of these days. I just don't think it'll be anytime soon. But it's this Sunday, or last Sunday, was the closing day of whitetail season for most of the state of Georgia. There's some select areas where it's bow only, still open to the 31st, but most of the state is closed. Most of the state has closed whitetail season, end of season, etc., etc. Holy balls, that car looks like it's about to crash into somebody. But anyways, it's the closing days of the season and stuff, and this year I've done a lot of reflecting, a lot of thinking, a lot of meticulous planning, mainly because I can now, because the wife and I have worked hard to finally become debt-free. We followed the Dave Ramsey plan. We worked hard to become debt-free. We've given up so much, and last year we were able to get debt-free at the early parts of the year, despite the global pandemic, whatnot, and now we're in a stage of our lives to where we can start planning, doing things, and the youngins old enough to actually be able to take out and do things with, and we can start planning things on our own, and etc., etc. And one of those things that I've been thinking about, and this is something I've thought about a lot of, was every time I sat in the woods, and it's like I kept thinking about my dream hunts. Of course, this year I had the privilege, didn't have, unfortunately it was a missed opportunity to shoot a trophy whitetail deer, and insert picture here. Unfortunately, I missed that motherfucker, so I'm gonna kick myself in the ass every single day until next season. Hopefully I see him again, but if not, it is what it is. I unfortunately missed. No fault but my own. So anyways, let's get back on track. And it started, I started thinking about what a trophy hunt, or not a trophy hunt, a dream hunt. What is a dream hunt? All right. Well, I started getting into thinking about it, and an animal I've always had a fascination with, an animal that I've always wanted to hunt, and never thought I'd be able to hunt, would be an elk. I would love to be able to hunt an elk, and this year I'm going to attempt to actually make that dream a cold hard reality. Honestly, I'm going to attempt to make it a cold hard reality. I'm going to try to hunt an elk this year, because it's always been my dream animal, and I've gotten tired of talking about it with everybody I know who hunts and stuff, talking about hunting this animal, hunting this dream animal, or hunting it, their dream hunt. Every hunter has a dream hunt, an animal they've always wanted to try hunting. For me, it's always been an elk. I've always wanted to hunt a nice size elk. Obviously I don't, and upon doing research of it, there's so much crap, because I'd probably do a guided hunt. I probably wouldn't do a public land hunt, simply for the fact that out-of-state tags for me, for anywhere out in the West, for an elk is going to be god-awful expensive, and if I'm going to hunt the animal, I really would like to have a much higher chance of shooting one. Not just, especially since I'm going to have to drive out there, which is going to be, from what I've seen, hours to the closest fucking place at this point. And obviously it's going to be more expensive, but it's something I'm going to have to it's just going to be that one time. This is going to be the one-time deal. I've never hunted the animal. I've never seen the animal, and it's a dream hunt, so could you really put a price on your dreams? No. And luckily, and I'm blessed enough to have a wife who is completely supportive of it, and granted, she tolerates it, but she doesn't really care too much about eating wild meat or anything like that, but she tolerates me hunting, and that alone, and she's like, go for it. And I'm like, all right. So I'm planning this wonderful hunting trip, and I've been looking up and trying to get things together for it, and I think I have a few places in mind. I just don't know yet. I haven't fully committed to it yet. Mainly because it'd be easier if I was a bow hunter. I haven't really got into bow hunting. I'm going to attempt to it this year, but I'm not going to bow hunt an elk right now. I'd most likely be hunting with a rifle. So getting a lot of the states, from what I've seen, rifle permits are few far in between, and it's always a damn lottery, it seems like. And also the fact that it's a hit or miss point system. There's really hardly any few states that are over the counter with it, and I can understand why. The animal is a highly prized animal for a lot of people, especially for those who live within the states. They're a great source of meat. I mean, they're basically the size of cows. If you've seen photos of them, they're huge animals, and they're a lot of meat. And for a lot of people who live out west and in those states and stuff, they value the majesty of the country of the wild. So they want to make sure these animals are well maintained, not over hunted, or they're correctly managed and stuff, versus the whitetail population, etc., or boar population, etc. So a lot of these animals are, so obviously for these type of animals, it's going to be harder for me to get tagged for them because I'm out of state, I'm not a natural resident, and a lot of it's probably going to be they're also going to be kind of expensive. I kind of expect that, and it's a luck of the draw. Hopefully I'm lucky enough, but mainly the main point is I'm tired of talking about it. I'm tired of talking about it. I'm just tired of talking about it. I talk about it all the time. I remember what got me interested in this animal more than anything. It was I was watching a hunting channel. I come from a family of hunters, and one of the channels was came on. They always watch hunting. It's very weird. Hunters watch hunting shows. I can't remember what channel it was, but it was a long time ago. I was a kid, and I was watching it, and I remember seeing, the guide, and they're calling for this elk. You could Google elk bellowing, and it's absolutely different. And they're calling for this animal, and this animal comes. Beautiful animal. It's a great looking bull, and it just stuck to me, that animal bellowing and the majesty of that animal. And I've always said I always wanted to hunt an animal like that. So one day, I'm going to try hunting one of these animals. I don't know when it's going to happen. It could be a luck of the draw or anything like that. I'm always going to try hunting one of these animals. Now, what are you guys' dream? If you guys are hunters, what are your guys' dream animal to hunt? Everybody's got one. Like I said, mine is an elk. My stepfather's is a moose. It's like everybody's got their dream animal to want to hunt, and I just want to know what you guys' dream animals wanting to hunt. What could you do if you thought about right now, start putting power towards it? Could you make that dream into reality? Because you could talk about it for years and years and years. You could just talk about it. You can constantly dream about it. When are you going to make that dream into the reality? And I'm going to try making that dream into reality. And I urge some of you guys to do the same, because you're not going to get anywhere with it unless you actually start making forward steps with it. So that's my thoughts and stuff. That's just something I've been wanting to talk about, and it's been on my mind recently and stuff. At the closing of deer season, I've been, kicking myself in the ass for missing that big buck, and there's always next year, as the Georgia fans always say. Shout out to you fuckers. But yeah, what are you guys' thoughts? What are you guys' dream animals? What do you want to hunt? It's like if you hunt, or better yet, fishing. If you guys are fishermen, what would you guys love to fish for? Try and catch it for once. Tell me about it, and then give yourself some real thoughts as to how you're going to make that dream into reality. And in fact, let's expand on it. What is your dream, like a vacation? What is your dream trip? What is your what have you always dreamed of doing, but just always put off on the back burner because, one, it's probably expensive, two, you just not, it seems like you'll never find the time, or three, it's just never been into your wheelhouse, or you think you'll never be able to find a place to do it. What are your dreams of doing? What are they? And how could you try accomplishing that dream? All right? And that's really what I want to talk about. So if you guys like this video, give me a like, comment, and subscribe, and look forward to the next video. And I hopefully you guys will take it easy for coming up on this wonderful 3-day weekend that we're about to have. So as always, work hard. Peace.